Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Asad Yaqub, and once again I welcome you to my IELTS listening video for part 3 matching. Part 3 is very important for those who are looking for 8777 band in IELTS. In part 3, the last questions are usually matching type of questions. So in this video, I'm going to tell you how to deal with these questions. Well guys, whenever there is matching type of questions, it has two parts, rather three parts. Number 1, question statement. Number 2, options. Number 3, questions. First of all, you will read question statement. Now question statement is what comment is made about each of these stories. So questions are stories and comments are given like options A, B, C, D. So you have to match the comments with the stories. Now when they give you half a minute to read the questions, don't read the questions, read the comments. Because questions are the names of the stories. They will speak about them one by one. There is nothing to focus, there is nothing to learn in there. Actually, the comments are important. Now let's go through the comments. A, translated into many other languages. If they say it has been translated in 25 languages. Many other languages, 25 languages. Okay, it's that. Option B, hard to read. For hard to, and by the way, they will paraphrase these options in the audio. They will not speak about them exactly. So hard to read. For hard to read, they can say, I struggled a lot to read this, or I struggled and then I gave up. So when something is hard to read, you struggle and then you give up, means it's really hard to read, or difficult to understand, difficult to read and all that. Option C, inspired a work in a different area of art. Inspired a work in a different area of art means the basis for another thing. For different area of art, they will mention that area, like painting, like dancing, like ballet. They will mention that area. Whenever they say different area of art, in the audio they mention that area. They mention the name of the area. Now another area of art is drawing. Another area of art is painting, sculpture making, or anything like that, right? So inspire the work in a different area means the basis for sculpture making, basis for ballet, or anything like that. Option D, more popular than the author's other works. So they will talk about a story which is more popular than his other stories, than his other piece of writings and all that. Option E, original title refers to another book. Now there is the title of the book and the original title is another book. For that they may use the word like in the novel of a century earlier. Like in the novel of a century earlier means original title refers to another book. It's that. Option F, started a new genre. Started a new genre means started a new type of stories, as we are talking about stories. So no stories had been written before. No stories like that had been written before means he started a new genre, a new type of stories. Option G, unlikely topic. When they say unlikely topic, for that they can say hardly what you expect, or it is not expected, or it is hardly what you expect, means unlikely topic, or there are no chances for this topic, anything like that. Now what are the stories? 26, Perrault's fairy tales. Now listen about it. They will say, first of all, let's talk about Perrault fairy tales. They will talk about fairy tales and then they will comment on that, and you need to see which comment is being discussed. Your pencil hand should move between the comments and your left hand should go on questions like 26, 27, 28 and all that. Now listen to the audio, find the answers, and you must type your answers in the comment and then tell me out of 5 how many answers are right. At the end, answers are also given. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best. Take care and we start listening.
Now listen and answer questions 26 to 30.
Have you been reading lots of children's stories to help you decide whether to take the course?
Yeah, I've gone as far back as the late 17th century, though I know there were earlier children's stories.
So does that mean you've read Perrault's fairy tales, Cinderella, the Sleeping Beauty and so on?
Yes, They must be important because no stories of that type had been written before. These were the first. Then there's the Swiss Family Robinson.
I haven't read that.
The English name makes it sound as though Robinson is the family's surname, but a more accurate translation would be the Swiss Robinsons because it's about a Swiss family who are shipwrecked, like Robinson Crusoe in the novel of a century earlier.
Well, I never knew that.
Have you read Hoffmann's The Nutcracker and the Mouse King?
Wasn't that the basis for Tchaikovsky's ballet, The Nutcracker?
That's right. It has some quite bizarre elements.
I hope you've read Oscar Wilde's The Happy Prince. It's probably my favourite children's story of all time.
Oh, mine too. And it's so surprising because Wilde is best known for his plays, and most of them are very witty, but The Happy Prince is really moving. I struggled with Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. 3 long books, and I gave up after 1.
It's extremely popular, though.
Yeah, but whereas something like The Happy Prince just carried me along with it, The Lord of the Rings took more effort than I was prepared to give it.
I didn't find that. I love it.
Another one I've read is Warhorse.
Oh, yes, it's about the First World War, isn't it? Hardly what you'd expect for a children's story.
Exactly, but it's been very successful. Have you read any...
That is the end of section 3.